Hello, guys, and welcome to another fucked up and fun, adventurous episode of Pink Sock Podcast. I am your host, Mike Usenick, and I am joined by my co-host and my heterosexual butt buddy partner, Tony over here.
Work on that, man.
We would like to thank our Patreons. We've got, once again, fucking StreamYard's fucking up, but we'd like to thank our Patreons, Adam Gorak, Hot Amy, Gloria, and David Dowdle. To become a Patreon, you can just visit patreon.com/official Mike Usenick, and you could pick between 3 tiers. Tier 1, which gets you a shout out on our show, and coming up, we're going to have stickers. You can pay $5. What?
We got stickers coming?
We got stickers coming.
Oh, that's news.
We got stickers coming. Yeah, I was going to announce that today. We also have shirts that I'm going to have made.
Oh, all right.
On the back, it says, "Ask me about my pink sock." And for $5 a month, you can get a shout out on the show. And also, you get a backstage access in the first question. You get to figure out, like, you get to pick the topics and stuff for the show. And then for $10, you get the same thing, but you also get a private chat with me and Tony. We might take our pants off. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. And you can also get backstage access to the show. We have The Rock backstage right now. He's our biggest supporter. He's Australian, though. He's Australian. It's not the actual Rock, but it's all we can afford for $15. Okay, The Rock costs more on Patreon than $15. Speaking of, let's bring him up here. There he is. What are you saying?
Hey guys.
How you doing, Adam?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We've got a little bit of a ladder going on here. Let's fix this. There we go.
There we go.
You got a little pink sock sandwich.
Power action.
Clap at the top. So we've got some new music out that we checked out before going on the air. What do you guys think of the new Accept?
Classic old school metal, man. I love it.
And I really like, a lot of people are hating because it's not Udi, their original singer. I'm like, fuck that. This dude's amazing.
I'm a Wolf Hoffman fan, so I don't really care about too much else. I think he's the most underrated guitar player in Europe.
Right. Like, but Mark's a hell of a singer, so I think he did a good job with Accept so far. I mean, he's been with the band for a long time.
Very long time.
Well, he's the longest running lead singer now, isn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Longest running singer. Udi was popular for like "Balls to the Wall."
Sounds like AC/DC singing over some thrash metal.
Yeah.
Speaking of thrash metal, were you guys familiar with Netherblade before I sent it to you? What did you think of Netherblade?
Dude, I really dig it.
It's like
I was really sad to hear after Power Trip's lead singer passed away.
Mm-hmm.
haven't figured out why, but he's like my age.
Yeah, it was weird because like it was sudden.
I love finding new thrash metal bands that are kick ass like that, like Havoc and Municipal Waste. And love because it almost seemed like that genre was about to die off after Slayer's retired now, and Megadeth probably not too far from it.
Yeah, we've got Netherblade, and there's quite a few other ones I'll have to send to you. I'm drawing blanks, but that Netherblade song reminded me of like Exodus. Like the guy sings like Zetra a little bit.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell they listen to Machine Head a time or two.
Machine who? Machine who?
with the harmonics they pop in there every once in a while.
It's Machine Head meets Exodus meets what band did you say, Gorak?
Overkill.
Overkill, yeah, a lot of Overkill influence in there.
Yeah.
Tony, is that Baby Yoda behind you?
Yes, the child is on the drum set.
Our name is Mike the Rock Tony. So, Rev Theory's back with a new song. If nobody else has heard it, it's very 2005.
As the title implies.
It's called Remember Me, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like 2005. Like it sounds like you'd find it in your Seether soundtrack.
It's a good song. I like it. I like the production was really good on that. I like the music video to it a lot better than the other two. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think what was that thrash metal band that we listened to?
Netherland.
That video is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that video has been done a million times. That black and white.
Yeah. Metallica. Anyone?
I think every thrash band has done that video at least once.
Damn. That is true. That is so true. That is so fucking true. So, outside of music, did you hear about what happened to Rick Moranis?
He got beat up.
Yeah. He just returned to acting, and some dude just like punched him in the fucking face when he was like outside of like a hotel or something, and nobody knows why.
Them kids, man.
You shrunk them fucking kids. I'll hit you right in your space balls.
So that was just a random attack.
Yeah, he didn't know the guy didn't know him.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Did he fight
unprovoked.
the gatekeeper or something?
I don't know. I saw the video and it's sad because he's just walking and this guy walks up and just like blasts him right in the fucking face and he drops. I'm like, holy shit. I think he like blackened his eye and shit. Like he fucked him up. I'm like, poor Rick. He's been out of the game for 20 years, comes back to acting, gets fucking blasted in the face by 2020. Just like,
Aren't they making another Ghostbusters film?
they were going to, but I don't know if Rick would be in it.
What, Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it already done? They were just
It's already done.
And that was the old female one.
Trailer out for it.
yeah. Isn't it
It's supposed to come out this year, but you know. Of course.
Yeah. By the way, that's Dave's side stage. By the way,
That's Dave on the side of the stage playing his guitar like usual. Have you seen,
better than I do.
have you seen,
I picked up the first V, man. You can't mistake me for that. I've got one too.
have you seen that meme where it says when you're at band practice and your guitarist won't stop playing and it shows Joe Biden? Shut up, man.
Me and Dave all the time. That's why he hates us.
Trying to do that shit.
Yeah.
So,
No, that Ghostbusters movie was already done. It was supposed to come out this year, but you know.
that's
That's
sad.
Yeah, was it Afterlife? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone know if like Rick was supposed to be in it?
I
That's why
didn't
they
see
bring
the
back the
trailer, but
original
that doesn't
one.
mean he's not in the movie.
We didn't see anybody in the trailer. We just saw the new cast. We didn't see any of the returning cast in it.
Because they were supposed to have all the older Ghostbusters. Well,
They're
most of
still
them.
alive.
Yeah, the ones that are still alive.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
hope.
Now I'm depressed.
Bring what's his name? The guy that died. What's the guy's name that died?
Ego?
It was the guy who directed them and wrote them.
Yeah, the guy that directed and wrote all of them. Egon? I don't know what it. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I
What's
think that's his name, wasn't it? Egon?
I
Yeah,
think.
that was his character name. I don't know what his real name is.
Yeah, I can't remember his real name.
Hold on, I'm looking right now. I have his name at the top of my tongue.
Ivan Reitman, I think. Or no, sorry, Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis.
Yeah, Harold Ramis. He died, unfortunately, and I hope they make a new film. He's not somehow in it.
Dude, all right, so the premise of the new Ghostbusters movie is supposed to be like his grandkid moves back to like an old house of his that he willed to his family, and somehow like he kept like all the fucking ghosts he's trapped, I guess, or whatever, in some big thing underneath the house. Somehow gets tripped off and lets loose basically everything.
Oh shit!
So what you're saying is like the back end of the plot of the first Ghostbusters.
Pretty fucking much.
But like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. The trailer got me hooked. Like I like that. What was it? A minute and a half long trailer better than I liked the 2016 film.
Are we not supposed to bash the all-female
It's not to say that
Ghostbusters?
film wasn't bad. That film.
Never seen it.
Never seen it? I'll put you like that.
I had no desire to see that movie.
I don't really have too much of an issue with that movie. I thought it was solid, but the cameos they did were the laziest cameos I've ever seen done on film.
Yeah, and like you'd be watching it and you're like, all right, I'm starting to kind of get into this movie, and then they do a cameo or some sort of kind of weird fan service, and it would just grind the whole movie to a halt. You're like, I'm just starting to like you, man, and now it's.
You know what the best fucking cameo in a movie was?
What?
Dumb and Dumber 2 with Bill Murray. He played a fucking guy making crystal meth in their fucking house. And he was never credited.
That's the second best cameo. Or the best cameo will always be any Stan Lee cameo.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Bill Murray in Zombieland.
No. Even though I love
that.
that.
Is a really good cameo.
That's a good one.
I mean, that's a good cameo. He had more than one scene in that movie.
He had the entire post-credit scene in the second one.
Did you just kill Bill fucking Murray?
They call the second one they call it getting married. It's like,
Yeah.
He dressed up as a zombie.
Oh, you haven't seen the whole Gibson shirt, have you?
No, I have not. What's it say? Make America bankrupt again. Oh, fuck.
I made this shirt right after they filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Since we're talking guitars, Gorak over here, or The Rock, or whatever you want to call him, he wanted to talk guitars with you, Tony. So I'm going to hand the topic over to Gorak, and you two can discuss.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, your collection of guitar.
Oh, let's see. I've got a Dean from Hell, Dime Slime. I've got what other one? I got a Far Beyond Driven tribute ML from Dean. I got a Dixie Rebel that doesn't really see the light of day because reasons.
Yeah.
I got a couple Bjorn Gillette Les Paul signatures. Those are awesome, by the way. If you ever get a chance to play one, I would. I got the white one and I got the black one. Gold hardware. I got a Dave Mustaine. I got actually the Dave Mustaine right here.
Sexy.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the new one. That's the new one. Came all the way from South. Let's see. I got a 84 Explorer.
Schecter.
Oh, I got 2 Schecters. I got a Gary Holt. Well, I mean, not a Gary Holt.
I forgot about the single cut. Shit.
I got the black blood splatter Gary Holt V1. Like they were made as Gary Holt switched from Schecter to ESP, and that's a very tumultuous times in their business. But so he didn't get his name put on it, but it's his.
It's his, yeah.
Yeah, I got one of the new Apocalypse single cut Les Paul style Schecters with a Floyd on it. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I got a Silver Burst Brent Hines Epiphone Flying V.
Damn. Then you have more than I have.
I got a bunch, and that's probably not even all of them either. I think I got more.
There's a slab body.
I got that flat top Les Paul Gibson Studio upstairs, but
The Phantom.
it's got a nick in the front.
Wow.
Played it forever.
Yeah.
The Phantom. Oh yeah. All right. I got a Gibson Les Paul custom shop Phantom, one of 25 worldwide made ever. So it's like all black, and the whole thing was supposed to be all black, but I guess Gibson screwed up and put like white binding on the neck and around the headstock, so people would just look at it like, oh, well that just looks like a studio because you can't see the black binding that's actually on the body.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool piece.
That's cool. Well, I've got this gold top here. You probably see me use it on my videos.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that guitar. Gold top's pretty.
It's an Epiphone with a Gibson headstock.
See, that's a really good looking Epiphone. I don't like that goofy headstock that they do on Epiphones now.
Yeah, I think they're like the rare ones to buy, aren't they?
I would think so. I mean, I think they're starting to do that again on the new series.
Yeah, the notes are doing.
Has yet to be released. Yeah.
Well, no, they.
It's my number one now.
Yeah. What is that in the bridge?
Yeah, so I got the JB Seymour Duncan pickups.
Oh, you can't go wrong with those.
Yeah, the only reason why I put those on because Scott Ian from Anthrax.
All the thrash dudes played on JB back in the day until they switched over to EMG.
Yeah, it sounds great. So I just need to put in locking tuners in them.
If you grew your beard out real long and just dyed it red, you'd look like Scott Ian.
That dude looks like he has a squirrel tail hanging off his face.
Nowadays he does.
And it's my other one. This is the first Les Paul I bought.
Oh, nice. Cherry Sunburst?
Yeah. Yeah, it's super heavy, like the neck's really thick. Took me a while to get used to it, to play it, but yeah.
That's what I like about those. That's what I like about those Bjorn Gillette and Brent Hines guitars, because they have that really super thick 1958 neck on it. Feels like you're holding a baseball bat.
Yeah, well, the neck of my gold top is like really thin. It feels like a Strat.
Right. It's probably got that like slim 60s style neck on it.
But this one's really good. I use this for like drop B tunings and stuff like that. And I got the DiMarzio deactivated pickups.
Oh, hell yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, because, John 5 used them.
Mm-hmm.
That guitar is sexy.
Oh, yeah. And I got this Fender Stratocaster made from Mexico.
Oh, that's badass. You put all their stickers on it, and that looks sexy. It looks very like...
That's a punk rock guitar right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've had this one for about 10 years now. So
is there anything on the back of it? Yeah, there is. Jesus, that's like a horror punk type guitar.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to put some humbuckers onto this too, though, or maybe some the hot rail pickups.
Dude, you can get one of those loaded pick guards. They're pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's made from Mexico.
Hey, let's be fair. The only difference between the Mexican ones and the American ones is like the hardware and the pickups. Like that's basically it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything else is the same.
Pretty much.
For fuck's sake, they're built like miles from each other.
Yeah.
I like it. But once those pink sock stickers come out, I have to get some and whack them on here, right?
You got any
Please,
room?
please don't say. Please never say you're gonna whack my pink sock ever again. You dirty whore.
Yeah. Should have put that on the back of the t-shirt.
You want to hand me that white? Let's go. I'll show you the white Bjorn if you want to see it. I think it's one of the prettier guitars I own. I don't play it as much as I should.
That is
Yeah.
a sexy guitar.
Well, that's
EMG
nice.
80. I got EMG 81 and 89R. That's like a Gary Holt thing I do on most of my stuff.
Yeah.
So like the 89R is like an 85, but it's coil tappable. And when you coil tap it, the one that is used is closer to the neck, so it sounds like a Strat. And I use that for
Yeah.
like stuff. Thanks, Dave.
That
Which one
guitar
do you,
is.
sorry.
Go ahead, Adam.
Which guitar do you normally play live, like the most?
Live the most?
Yeah.
It was the two Bjorns for a fucking pretty good
Yeah.
bit.
I think for like the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Really?
I've been playing those Bjorns for a while. I love them, man. They sound good.
Can't comment. No,
Like
that's pretty cool.
every once in a while, I'll change it out. Like I think I played like the Gary Holt V and the other Schecter for a pretty good run of shows. It just depends on what tuning we play in, really, because like if I run the two Bjorns, I could play the white one in standard D and like drop C real quick.
Yeah.
On the black one that I have, which is basically the same guitar, it's just black. I use it in baritone B tuning, like a monomarth type tuning, while Dave plays
yeah.
on a 7-string and B tuning.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually got a 7-string as well.
I need to get a
Ivan
7-string. It's hard to find for me to fit my hand because I have like
Baby bitch.
baby hands, as people say it. So
dude, it took me ages to fucking play a 7-string.
I had a really beautiful one. Like, all right, so long story short, I was in a band that required a 7-string. So I went and put the 7-string Razorback with a Floyd Rose on layaway. And back when it came out, it was like $1,400. So I just went like full ham and put it on layaway, right? So I get it like halfway paid off. And the dude texts me from the band. He was like, hey, man, I know you've been doing really good in the tryout stuff, but we're going to go with our old guitar player. So, and he already has a 7-string and he knows the tunes. So we're just going to go with him. So I ended up stuck with a 7-string that I have absolutely no need for. I ended up getting rid of it. Like I ended up getting rid of it, getting it back, and then getting rid of it again.
Well, I thought about buying a baritone guitar, but then I just don't really see the point where you can just use your baritone guitar for like a 7-string. It's pretty much the same scale neck, isn't it?
No, not necessarily. Like, I mean, a baritone is anything like 26 inches and longer.
Is it 26 and longer?
Yeah.
Or anything longer than 25 and a half, really?
Well, I mean, it has 25 and a half. The next scale up is like you do like 26 on a quarter or some bullshit like that.
Right.
Most common is a 27 or a 28. You can go all the way up to 30, but at that point, you might as well just start playing fucking bass. Like, it's too big, long, and unruly.
Yeah, I got a Rob Flynn, actually, a Rob Flynn V that's upstairs, and it's a 27-inch scale baritone. I don't play it much. It's like playing on a fucking like landing strip for an airplane.
It's an awesome guitar. I think I tracked almost all my rhythm stuff on the our demos with it.
That's pretty cool. Friggin' Mike's got a really nice guitar as well.
Yeah, what do you got, Mike? I've seen it once or twice.
I don't know. It's a Jackson. Let me see if I can get it.
Wow, that's pretty.
Oh, you
good
got
for
that
a bow.
Monarch, right? That bull down neck Monarch.
I think.
Is that what it is?
Let me show you. You guys know more about guitars than I do.
I know more than I should.
Got a Jackson.
Yeah, this is some
That's-
sweet guitars.
I love that thing, man. That's cool.
That's nice.
It
If
plays.
it's Marty Friedman's good enough for me.
Marty Friedman is a guitar god. He really is. He's
Not that technique.
I agree. But like his picking hand is weird too, isn't it? Like, have you noticed when he
I can't do it. Like I don't know how he doesn't break his hand every time he tries playing.
it's just like
my strong hand.
I walk around and be like, "Oh, my fucking hand's cramped. I can't move it because I play like an idiot."
yeah.
How does he play? How did he play Megadeth like that?
I don't know, but he's like that.
Hey, dude, like if you ever watch Zach Wild play, he gets really ridiculous when he gets fast. Like when he's getting going on a really fast run.
Yeah,
Did you see the
His
video?
hands like all like this.
he'll start out normal and then he'll start doing this shit. It's like,
He'll evolve into the Marty Friedman like mid solo.
The Marty Friedman is when you start getting like strong hand.
Do y'all play bass? Well, we're guitar players, so technically we can play bass.
Hey, I play bass
Yeah.
because I'm not that good at guitar.
free.
Yeah, that's rule number 3 of being in a band. Guitar players know the bass lines.
No, we're lucky. I don't actually have to know them. We've got a
Decent.
terrifyingly competent bass player.
Nah, I actually thought about buying a bass, but then just like nah.
I have a bass. I just need to get new strings for it.
If you can play a guitar, you can play a bass.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily true because not all guitarists can slap at a bass.
You don't need to slap the bass. You can use a pick.
You can beat off to it.
People hate on bass picks, but I don't give a shit.
I couldn't for the longest time play the pick because I played bass. I was so used to playing with my fingers.
Yeah, Mike, you need to change strings on your bass. That does not surprise me. That's like every bass player ever.
Well, I haven't played it in forever, so go fuck yourself,
Also,
Tony.
every bass player ever.
Didn't you just?
It's like our bass player Marcus is like, oh, I need to change my strings. Like, yeah, how long has it been? I don't know. I haven't changed them since we did the studio for the first record. I'm like, yeah, that was a year and a half ago, bro.
That Moss?
No, it just adds the tone, Dave. It just adds the tone.
I mean, yeah, in the same way that adding a turd to chili adds a flavor. Like, but it's there.
This is true.
They
So
record bass lines and they're like, hey, why does my tone sound all dead and flat? I don't change your strings.
your strings are rotting away, bro. So I told Gorak that we are going to mention your foot, and he asked what's wrong with it.
Trimming my toenails with a lawnmower and the lawnmower won.
We've mentioned this several times on the show, but you need to show us.
You want to see this thing?
Yeah. let's have a foot reveal.
Hey,
Some sort of graphic warning.
if anybody's eating, stop it.
I finished my coffee, so it's all good.
There it is.
Whoa.
Best it'll get.
Damn.
Oh, it gets even better every time I see it.
Right after it happened.
You should have seen it right after it happened. I started sending everybody like weekly update photos from the hospital, and I get like
Yeah.
cussed out for 30 minutes.
Wow.
So do you wear
How long
sandals?
ago was that?
That was like 4
4 years ago.
4 years ago? Yeah, it's been a
4
while.
years ago, and
Jeez.
July 10th.
Do you ever wear sandals on that bad boy, or is
Days are over, fellas.
You still have one other foot. It's not like
what is he gonna do? Wear a sandal on one foot?
like hand models only have like one realistically great hand.
Oh, I imagine
It's normally the one they don't jerk off with.
Hey, my jerk off hand is beautiful, thank you. It's this one. See how beautiful it is? It's all because it's all moisturized.
Yeah, but I'm not going to see you in a watch ad either. Whatever.
Check out my watch. And I got jizz all over my hands. Check out this watch. What the fuck? I knew it was going to go
Fine
down.
print at the bottom of the commercial will be like, oh, and just so you know, it's waterproof.
They keep saying things are waterproof, but is there any devices that's like jizz proof?
I mean, if it's waterproof,
Maybe so.
proof, Mike.
But jizz is a lot thicker than water. That sounds like a weird fucking song. It sounds like a song. Jizz is thicker than water.
Call it a fucking Steel Panther song.
I'm gonna say that.
Viscosity of jizz. The hit song "Jizz is thicker than water." You know.
What the fuck?
You gotta love a band that takes themselves absolutely not serious at all.
Like gangbang at the old folks home.
Dude, I've seen the music video for that. It's amazing.
Have you seen the music video for Glory Hole?
That's where I got the idea
Yeah,
from.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The Glory Hole.
The uncensored Glory Hole video is amazing.
At the very end, he gets covered in fucking jizz.
Seeing that,
It's like an OG Mudbone video
time on YouTube, and it was just like, how's this shit allowed on YouTube? Like this is really graphic.
Kanak said that Slash when he's in concert changes strings every 8 songs. Like, yeah, if you got the money, that's cool. But
And Kanak changes his every 3 months.
that and he probably sweats like buckets of water every show.
Strings, so like a lot.
Yeah.
How do Dave has to be on the show more often. That's what Funky says.
We should have a vote. Who wants to hear the pilot episode that never aired?
Oh fuck. Let's do it.
Like a test of concept, and there's some raunchy shit on there. Let's see.
Clint Eastwood's a racist.
And the saga of Star Wars and Jar Jar Binks being bullshit.
Out of concept, a lot of that shit could.
Spaghetti weapons.
Mostly it would make me look really horrible.
Out of context, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, in context, it's not much better, but out of
So
actually, a lot in there that out of context sounds really bad, and in context is only barely better.
So Tony, we do have a guest next week.
Oh, who's that?
His name's Brian Duffy. He's of the band The Garage Boys.
Oh, all right, cool.
He's
Fellow musician.
He's as far as I've heard, he's got a fucked up sense of humor too, so he'd make it great on this show.
Oh, boy.
I think he's from Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. So lots of stripper stories, I think.
I can't wait until we're out there in Phoenix. That's going to be so much fun.
Go to the Bunny Ranch. You want to go to the Bunny Ranch, Adam?
You got $3,000 to go fuck a prostitute? Because I would rather just jerk off at home.
They call them sex.
People do the thing too.
Dude would be like, "Hey man, I'll suck your dick for $15." Be like, "Can you break it 20?" He will finally finish his transformation into dirt.
Yeah, I'll go get a drink somewhere, and then Mike will show up a weird blowjob later. $15 to get it.
I don't have AIDS. It starts off as HIV.
That's how it starts.
That reminds me of, I've ever seen that episode of Family Guy where Adam West is like, I have AIDS. They're over there. And it shows these people helping them out as it gets sad. They have AIDS.
Have you guys seen the pandemic special for South Park?
Yes.
I know you have.
No, Gorak hasn't because he lives in Australia. It was banned in Australia.
Perfect topic then, because we found out why it was canceled in Australia.
Why?
Because of all those jizz joints that they were smoking. They thought that was just a touch too far.
Yeah, Gorak. In this episode, they found out, was it Stan's dad?
Yeah, Randy Marsh.
Yeah, Randy Marsh caused coronavirus by fucking a pangolin and a bat with Mickey Mouse, and they needed DNA in order to cure these people. So he jerked off into his pot that he was giving people. So they were smoking jizz joints, and then they all ended up with mustaches. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, so Santa Claus and Jesus doing rails of coke together wasn't far enough. The line was crossed at jizz joints.
That explains why I got banned in here then.
That had to have hit hard, dude. Like, what's in this? You'd be choking on him.
He's salty.
Like, that would fucking burn, dude. All that fucking salt and shit. Would you, if it was to save your life, Gorak, would you smoke a jizz joint?
No, I'd rather die.
I was waiting for you to say, well, depends who's jizz.
No, I'll just die.
Would you smoke a jizz joint?
No.
Am I a minority here?
You probably would.
Yeah, but he'd go straight to, he's like, fuck the jizz joint, I'll just go straight to the fucking sword. It's like, Mike's sucking the dick.
Mike's the type of feller that would jerk off and he'd be like, you know, I wonder what it tastes like.
No. I already know. No. Oh, God. Kanak, you probably just joined us on this topic. A jizz joint is when you jerk off into your pot and you smoke it.
I think one of the funniest bits of that whole special is at the end where he's in a fucking tent handing these people fucking jars of his jizz weed out to fucking. He's walking around with a fucking walker because he's so fucking beat up jerking off 24/7.
That fucking episode was great. The best part, they all ended up with mustaches, and they're like, one of the side effects of COVID is mustaches. So anyone with a mustache, you're just beating the shit out of them. Did you have a mustache before this? Never.
Dude, I don't know how much further they could go. Like, they're literally trying to get canceled.
He fucked a pangolin and a bat with Mickey Mouse and jizzed into weed. Like, how much further can you go?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I thought they crossed the line at like Jesus and Santa doing rails of coke together.
But nope, that's not enough.
Nope, not good enough. Pissed off some Christians, but that, you know.
Anyone got any holy water?
No.
Hey, Adam, If you would have been given a 59 Gibson Les Paul, would you smoke your jizz joint?
No.
Everybody in the chat's trying to find out what would make you do it.
I mean, I'd rather die in pain.
You would die in pain.
I would contemplate it.
I'd rather get hit by a fucking car.
You would contemplate it?
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
You're like, how much do I cherish my life? How much do I enjoy breathing?
Because I still think 59 Gibson Les Pauls are grossly overpriced pieces of wood. Like $250,000 to $500,000. That could fuck all the way off.
This actually sounds like a type of currency now. That guitar's worth about 2 jizz joints.
Maybe 3.
We're about 2 jizz joints away from a cancellation.
That episode was an hour long.
It was, and like, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a lot better when you watch it high. Because you watch that son of a bitch not. You have a whole new perspective on life. Oh. Funky said she's gonna pray for us, and Connect's like, no, pray for the audience, not them. Looking over at Tony, man, he's like all like
uncomfortable, man.
He's so slouched. It's like
it's my day off.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day.
Oh, Lily, this is the most fucked up podcast I know, because we just talk about whatever we think of. Other podcasts have set plans. We're just like jizz joints, and
I don't know, man. We give 2 Bears 1 Cave a pretty good run for its money.
Yeah, they're more fucked up than us, I think.
I wouldn't say that, but we're pretty close.
We're not sitting there acting like we're jerking each other off. No, that was acting like. No, have you seen that, Gorak? Have you seen 2 Bears 1 Cave?
No.
It's Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura have their own podcast, and there's an episode where they take water bottles and they act like they're sucking each other off. He's like, see if you can handle it. He's like, whenever I go, and he starts squeezing the bottle. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I don't tell anyone when I go. I'm like, wow. I love it. The chat's like, let's change the topic.
Any funny guitar memes?
Have you seen guitar memes or regular memes? What are regular memes?
Oh man, I'm in the dark web as far as memes go.
I don't even know if there's a such thing as regular memes. I saw one the other.
Like I'm waiting for that Leonardo DiCaprio meme to finally die off.
It's not going to. Have you seen this one? I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you won't be able to read it. But
can you share it?
I probably could share it on the screen. I'm trying to see. Have you seen Toy Story memes?
I've seen a couple.
When he's going full force and you're just taking it. When a pube wanders in your mouth. These memes are just, I fucking love memes though. Like, how about this one? Halloween is coming, but only if I tell it can.
That's a Slipknot.
I don't have Slipknot memes yet. How about anyone who goes outside, wasps? There's a guy in a fucking thong.
Of course you'd be looking at another man in a thong, Mike.
You stop that. See if I can get it to zoom in. Hold on. I got to turn when the lights. There we go. No. It shows SpongeBob in his underwear behind Patrick, and it says somebody's dad in the background of every homeschool Zoom call.
That was me earlier this year.
This one's kind of disturbing if I can get it to load. No, for some reason they're not loading yet. I think it's that glare through my window. But yeah, memes are life. I fucking love memes.
Like the memes you sent me.
How can I unsee stuff? I have fucking people sending me memes, and then I send them worse memes, and they're like, okay, you win. I forget. There's this one. It says sperm bank curbside pickup. And they're like, how does that work?
You jerking off in the car?
Just I don't know about you, but whenever I don't jerk off in the car, but whenever I do, I find it
You had to point out that you don't jerk off in a car.
not all the time. Not all the
I
time.
know that he actually jerks off the car quite a bit.
There's nowhere else to go. Sometimes you have no choice when you're in McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah, Mike will be on a long trip, and then he'll be like, man, I'm kind of tired. Maybe if I just jerk off a little bit, it'll wake me up.
Due date. Dude, your dog's doing it.
Like on your mini trips to Tennessee.
I like how you said mini trips. Like they're just small 8-hour trips.
Yeah.
Like sitting there. It's hard to aim in a cup when you're in a car masturbating. I'm not saying that I'm from experience, but it's hard to aim into a cup when you're masturbating in your car.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Trying not to unfriend you on Facebook because of all the fucked up stuff you post. Me or Mike?
I don't know if the crowd is turning on us or if they're joking, but he's like, now we're talking about Mike jerking. Just great. I said I don't jerk off in the car. Don't laugh. I said I don't. That's my public service announcement. I have a van. I don't. Funky. I post funny things, just not all the time.
Then you made me suffer through watching that dumbass debate the other day.
That was funny. That was great.
Trump acted like such a child. I'm surprised Biden didn't want to sniff him.
I watched a bit of it as well, and I just turned it off.
No, the perfect irony though, when he was like, when you see Biden, he's wearing the biggest mask you'll ever see. He's wearing a huge mask. Then 2 days later, he has COVID.
Wow, man,
I think everybody in the White House would have it as well, yeah?
Yeah, I saw this post. It was a joke, obviously, but it says right now more people in the White House have COVID than in New Zealand.
Well, the press secretary, that just came out. Tested positive. Was it Kayla or whatever?
Oh, no, it was Hope Hicks. She had it first. And then I guess there was pictures coming out of like Trump smooching on her. And then he got it.
Surely not.
And then Kayleigh McEnany, the press secretary, now has it.
So,
I'm like, man, he's smooching on all of them in there?
So he's fucking his entire staff.
Like Bill Clinton.
You should see the Saturday Night Live send up with Jim Carrey as Biden. I didn't know that was released yet. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
When did that come out? This Saturday?
Yeah, I think so.
It came out on Saturday, so yeah.
I didn't know if it was like this Saturday or they did it before.
Oh, it's already out. You can watch it on YouTube if you want.
Oh, I love Jim Carrey. I wonder how good he did.
Probably amazingly.
I miss Jim. He don't do a whole lot anymore.
I heard they were supposed to do a new Ace Ventura movie.
That'd be fucking amazing. But they'd probably set it up to be like him training his kid or something. Talking with their fucking asses and shit. I don't know.
You have a kid with Einhorn.
I don't think that's possible.
No.
I don't think Einhorn had the reproductive organs to do that. But is there anything else that you wanted to talk about, Gorak, or you wanted to talk about Tony? Because we've went way off the rails like usual.
No, man.
Jerking in vans and shit. Do you jerk off in a van, Gorak?
No, dude.
Only pedophiles jerk off in vans.
I am not. I mean, I don't.
As far as up and down, he doesn't do.
I don't.
Not true. Not that I've ever done it, but it's definitely not true.
I
Not
did
like-
not have sexual relations with that midget.
Gorak, I lost my virginity to a little person. Do you have any word for that? Okay.
He spun her like a dreidel.
I put her on a ceiling fan and she just went in circles. Woo.
That fucking dreidel.
I love how everybody's talking about how fucked up this podcast is, but everybody keeps coming back every week.
It's kind of like watching a perpetual car crash. Are we going to get banned on Facebook today? Find out.
Kanak, I don't.
People like yelling at each other. 30 episodes like in Dragon Ball. It's just like, are they going to get banned?
But
Next week.
So before we get ourselves banned, I'm probably going to cut this short at 52 minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed our talk about jerking off in vans and all that other shit.
Never did.
I don't jerk off in vans. I usually do it at grave sites. Anyway. No.
Not in public toilets?
No public parks. That can get you in trouble. Not like I would know. But
You have to walk around the neighborhood telling everybody you're a pet or ass.
no. I don't jerk it in public. I can't understand people that can though. Like I couldn't. Like I got to be in a private place. I don't get people that's like I'm public. Like just
Talking about pedophiles, have you guys watched Big Lebowski, right?
yeah. I saw it with you.
Gorak hasn't? Okay.
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the character Jesus?
Yes.
He has his own spin-off movie.
Really.
It's called Jesus Rolls.
I thought it was a show.
I think it's just a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so I found out why he had to register as a pedophile. He
Why?
was using a urinal next to another kid,
Oh.
and the kid was looking at his shit, and he kind of like turns. He's like, "Yeah, I know." That was the extent of it.
That's weird. That's weird.
That fucking really?
That's it.
I never found myself wondering in the fucking 20 years, odd years, why Jesus is considered a pederast.
And that's why.
That's why.
Jesus is packing heat. That's why.
Have you heard that story about Phil Anselmo and Sebastian Bach?
What?
Sebastian
The
Bach
toilet?
said he was pissing at a urinal, and fucking Phil Anselmo came behind him and pissed next to him. And Sebastian caught a peep, and he was like, "Holy shit, what do you feed that fucking thing?" And Phil's like, "You should see my dad's."
Classic.
I'm like, wow. I was hanging out with a guy the other day. That reminds me of this story. I was sitting there and he's like, why do I have to have a dick like my mom's? I'm like, wait, what? He's like, my dad's got all the dick in the family. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I just met you. I loved him though. He touched on me and I think I touched his life too. Well, we're gonna do you wear masks when you do? When I do what? Do you wear a mask? Like, we've talked about a lot of shit. Do you wear masks when you jerk off in public?
If you really want, you want to pass out while you're jerking,
I wear a face shield so I don't get any on my face. With windshield wipers.
It'd be like when you try to use windshield wipers on bug guts and it just keeps smearing. Now it looks all frosted.
Is that how they make Frosted Flakes?
Thanks for ruining that cereal.
It's great.
Tony the Tiger just jerking it onto your fucking cereal.
Be perfect cereal for Joe Exotic.
Oh no.
I went there.
Oh no. I was all right, we're done.
I'm out.
Fair enough.
On that note, next week we have Brian Duffy. If you don't cancel after hearing this episode, no, we have Brian Duffy of the Garage Boys. Great band. Go check them out. Check out the information about them before you come see the show, because we might not even discuss the shit that about his life. Who knows? With this show, we might ask him
a thing next week.
We might have to make a whole new show.
If you missed today's episode, you can always watch the replay.
Yes. You're saying at the end of this episode?
Play this at work.
Yeah, it's a great show for work.
On lunch break.
No,
Kill some time. Watch Pixar podcast.
Play it loud and play it proud at work. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Pink Sock Podcast, the unscripted, usually in the uncensored show. Other than when I had that episode of two old guys butt fucking on a beach, I had to edit that because YouTube might cancel us at that one. But thank you for tuning in. We love you guys. We'll see you next week if there is a next week. Bye.